Hello, everybody. We have a couple of great guests today with us again, as we have for many weeks now, but the leaders of BAWAC. We have with us Corey, who is the board chair, Corey Sidebottom, and we have Ken Schmidt, who is the director, CEO of BAWAC. Thank you, gentlemen, for your time.
Thank you, Judge.
We're very pleased to be talking with you on this. It's a great.
Absolutely. Well, Ken, we're going to lead it off with you. Let us know, or for those who don't know what BAWAC is, tell us a little bit about the organization.
Well, we started in 1973. Actually, we were part of what is now North Key. And after a couple years, the board of directors separated, or created a board of directors, separated, became our own agency. The whole idea is to work with people who have disabilities and get them to their highest level of employment. And for some of them, that means community employment because of the disability isn't the best place. So we create the work, and we have subcontract work with, gosh, I think we've got 60 companies that we do work for. And so the client employees is what we refer to them as. And then we also have a program that is for those that really are tired of working and or physically, mentally can't, but this is where their friends are. So we created the Life Transitions program, and so they have their own special section, which is really nice, that we were able to do thanks to those who donated to the capital campaign. That's what a part of it was for.
And you've had a facility there for many years, and plenty of space to do the things you're talking about, to give work, to have meeting space, et cetera. When you go back to the beginning of this, now almost 50 years ago, how many did you serve then, and how many individuals do you serve today?
We started with, I think, about 20, and within 3 months, we hit 50 people. So we expanded quickly. We were in the basement of the old Hebron Elementary School. Boone County left us there to have a place, Boone County Schools. And after a couple years, they went to sell the property. And fortunately, we had some great board people and Paul Hemmer Sr. And we wound up with a building in the Northern Kentucky Industrial Park. And that's where we've been. We've expanded it 3 times. And that's kind of how we got where we're at. And it's a great, great place because you're in the middle. I didn't know this, but the industrial park is the largest park between here and Chicago. So that's quite a feather in the cap of Northern Kentucky to have that many companies, businesses, and so on. It helps us with contract work, companies we can talk to about subcontracting, and also for jobs with a lot of our folks.
You know, and no one would ever think that in this economic development heart of Northern Kentucky, and then you've got the social service aspect of connecting to people for meaningful work who really have some disability and need a little assistance, but really to be able to have meaningful work is what a great story that is. And people, we sometimes take that for granted, right? You know, and your board has been there. Now Corey's been leading the charge for a couple of years. Corey, tell us little bit about the board, the makeup, and why you're involved in BAWAC.
Sure. So we have a wonderful board, Kris. I've been board chair now a few years. I've been involved with BAWAC since 2015 or 2016. I became a board member, and I was led to BAWAC from a great friend, mentor, former coworker of mine that used to be the chair of the board of BAWAC, and so that's how I was introduced to BAWAC. And then BAWAC has been so involved in the community, and I've been in the banking business, the banking background, so it just kind of made sense, and it led me to BAWAC. But I'll tell you, the one thing that really makes me stick with BAWAC, it's the people that work there. It's Ken that leads the organization every day. It's the board that I work with every day. Our board's phenomenal. We have a few fellow bankers. We have a CPA. We have the regional group manager for parts and distribution for Toyota that is on our board, who just joined us last year. Toyota's been a wonderful partner of BAWAC. We have our attorney is actually Rob Ziegler Schneider. So great group of people. Our job is to keep BAWAC on the right path. We don't, honestly, Ken and his team does an outstanding job. We have I don't know how many people, Ken, have worked with us that have been with us for 10, 15, 20 plus years. And I think that says a lot about the service we provide. And so we are a tight-knit group, a tight-knit organization. We've been through a lot like everyone else has since the pandemic started last March, but it's made us better. It's made us smarter. But we need our community, and we're here. There's a big time purpose why we exist. And so that's kind of where we are today. And Ken can kind of talk to some of the things that we've been working on, what we're involved with today. But we appreciate you having us here, Kris. We like that opportunity. BAWAC's a great organization.
So Ken, so how many individuals, roughly clients and partners, employees, will you typically have? Let's have, obviously COVID's been a weird year, but how many typically in a given year will you be working with?
We'll have about 300 clients that we're serving, say within our facility or on jobs, on community jobs that we follow, because once we place somebody, we continue to provide follow-up. So it's much easier to work out a problem on the job site than it is to have them lose the job and then go through all the replacing. So sure. It's just that theory of how to do it, how to keep people employed. We have staff which has grown over the past few years because of our transportation. We have 43 drivers. That's add on. The other staff, we are about 50, I think it's about 50 people that are the either in-house production, managing, directing, fulfilling the jobs, and the professional staff doing the case management. It's because each individual has goals and objectives that they're meeting. So it's not, again, just all work. They're working on themselves on things, can be social skills, can be anything, you name it, if it's in bettering, what a word, if it's helping them to progress in their life, then that's a goal that we work towards in measurable methods.
I've known many of your clients for the years, and it's and I know whether it be weather or something happening, and the staff, they want to come and show up for work. I know that I've through the years I've met a number of people and been in a moment where someone was sick or the weather didn't allow them to get in. They were pretty upset that they couldn't get into BAWAC and to do their job. And what a great mission and purpose. Obviously, the culture that you all have built there has been really great for this almost 5 decades. What a great tradition. And then I guess the question too would be, a lot of people ask is, how is BAWAC funded? What are the different buckets, and how does that come about?
There's a bunch of buckets. The Department of Medicaid Services is our largest one. Through there, we've got the Office of Vocational Rehabilitation, because they sponsor the folks for certain parts of the program, not the whole thing. Northern Kentucky Regional Board does some. The Boone, Kenton, and Campbell County Fiscal Courts, and Kenton County leading that. And we work, again, with the residents on a couple of different programs where there isn't funding for them, and we can use the county funds to fill those in, and that's been great not just for us, but for all the agencies. United Way is a small part, but every part is critical. So you just keep bunching them up. We are a business doing production work, and so there is money made there. The individuals paid, the clients paid, then as any business would be, you got to have some left over, and that's what then goes right back into our program again. So that's how we provide some of our own, but most is from, well, transportation too. That's another one that's huge. We transport over 215 people a day in normal time to 8 different agencies in Northern Kentucky that we transport to and from.
And we welcome private donations.
And those private dollars, yeah.
Yes.
Well, you referred to the Hemmers, and of course, the names could go on forever through the decades of who stepped up and all do it because it's the right thing to do to help Northern Kentucky. But wow, where would we be without those individuals who have stepped up?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, and I guess in kind of closing with this, gentleman, if there was one thing that you look forward into the future and thought, okay, I really would love Northern Kentuckians to know this about BAWAC, what would it be? Corey, let's let you go first.
For me, it's the spirit of work, and how much work is appreciated by people who struggle to obtain work or can't physically work, and seeing the individuals and our employees, our case managers, etc., Ken, the leadership, the board, our organization, it's one, if you have not been around Northern Kentucky, and if you're looking to volunteer, or maybe the chips are down in your life or you're struggling, come on out to BAWAC. We'll help you. Being around the group of people that we have, it's as good as it gets. And watching the work that we've done to consider, we started out in early 1973 to where we are today. And we have a transportation division, a production division. It is amazing to see all of our people interact and work on a regular basis. And the quality of the work too, that I'd say from our production area, we have a great client list, and I believe there's a reason for that. I give Ken a lot of credit. We have excellent managers there, work supervisors working with our people, but I also give our clients and employees a lot of credit for doing it. And so me telling this story, work matters. People need activities, and this is what we do at BAWAC. There's nothing like us around here in Northern Kentucky, and I appreciate this opportunity to give us some exposure here, Kris, because Ken and his team, they definitely deserve it.
No question. Ken, if there was one thing you wish Northern Kentucky would know about BAWAC that they maybe get wrong or aren't aware of?
That people with disabilities, be it intellectual disabilities, physical disabilities, they have their own goals in life. And if we can help them move towards their goals, then we've accomplished ours. It's all about the folks we serve. And you ask about the pandemic and how that has, it's been unbelievable. And when you mention our staff, for a while we did not have clients coming in. They were restricted from coming in. And we had contracts. Our office staff and everybody else went out and did the jobs on the production floor so that we would keep these customers, so they would be there, so clients would have jobs to come back to.
Wow.
And we're very proud of the fact that we only had a couple people that we were not able to keep on, and I'm literally a couple, even the drivers, nobody to drive, they came in and worked on the floor to make sure that we had the jobs going out and keeping us going. So yeah, that's the two sides. Fantastic, phenomenal staff that also helps people reach their goals. to achieve, their life.
Indeed. Well, you guys, thanks so much for the time. Appreciate continuing the mission of BAWAC and those who were before you, Corey, and then Ken, you've been there the whole time. So thank you for your great service, and you really make Northern Kentucky better, and we appreciate you for it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Thank you.